So why aren't more people successful when they try to lose weight?
That's a good question. For the past almost 200 years, the holy trinity of weight loss has revolved around these three things. People try to eat less food. That becomes the basis. They try to change the foods they eat in the pursuit of trying to eat what they think of as more healthy. And they usually feel like they need to exercise. So maybe they join a gym or something, or they start a running program. And it's all well meaning, it's all well intentioned, okay? But we know certain things in change psychology, and that is we understand now how change actually occur. And that's really what weight loss is. Weight loss is nothing more than change. And so, based off of what we know in change psychology, you can take those concepts and start applying them. What we know about change psychology is that if we try to make one habit change, there's an 85% chance or greater of succeeding. We're really good if we can focus on one thing. If we try to add in a second habit change, now both habits will drop to a 35% success rate. If we introduce a third habit change at the same time, then all three habits will drop down to a 5% success rate. And so the challenge when we're trying to make this fat loss change is we do too much at the same time. And if we can just slow down. But the bigger challenge becomes this, is why do people start their weight loss? Why do people want to make this change? And especially initially, it's always an emotional change. It's an emotional decision why we decide to start losing weight. We get fed up, we don't have energy, maybe a doctor's told us something, and we feel like, yeah, now we need to start making changes. And the other is, it's directly attached to our self-image. So we get strongly emotionally attached. And when we're making emotional decisions, we rarely make good decisions. So fat loss is a change. And what we really want to do in order to be successful is to limit the total amount of change. And that gives us the highest success rate. So then the next question becomes, which change do we want to focus on? So when I put together the intentional eating program, that was based off a program I wrote years ago called the Habit Change Diet. And in the Habit Change Diet, we didn't even look at food. Food was nowhere in the equation. What we were trying to do was change some habits that we had. And then we knew that if we could change the habits, that the weight loss would just occur. So we had 7 physical habits. We had 8 psychological habits. And we had 6 social habits. And from that, I began to learn and now apply to what we use in intentional eating. And that is that fat loss is a skill set. It's not a diet.